1 second. Now we're going live on Facebook. Okay.
Yay, now we're live.
Now we're live. Okay, we got this going right.
So hi, everybody. We're going to talk about how our connections, healthy connection, boost our health to the next level. I'm here with Haleh, a health coach, and she's going to give us some tips on how to boost our health.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach Elle. You want to give a little introduction so that everyone knows what you do as well?
Yes, I'm a life and relationship coach, and I believe foundation of any kind of relationship is the relationship that you have with yourself, and then it goes out to other people, and those relationships with others are the mirror of the relationship that you have with yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. It's so true. And as you guys heard, I'm a health span. I call myself accountability partner. I'm deciding to transition from the word coach lately. So let me know how that
Sorry, health span.
right? How that aligns with you guys. So the topic is how our connections boost our immune system. To me, I find that really, really important, especially when they separated everyone during the what's so-called pandemic. And that separation actually lowers your immune system and causes more symptoms. The more we are away from people, people need people. So that was huge. So that's where Coach Elle comes in, because that relationship, it's so important. And I'll have Coach Elle share more about that. But my part is you boost your immune system. Like for me, it was 100%. I didn't, a victim. I didn't do the separation, and my immune system got stronger and stronger. Never once did I get sick or anything came about, because I love people connection. So that's my take for that on that part. Anything on your part, Coach Elle?
Yeah, people connection. We're talking about the connections that are healthy for you. That means that you have came to the space of understanding what your needs are and are able to communicate those needs lovingly to other people, even if it's in the workspace, to be able to really communicate well and come from that space of kindness, not from the anger, not from those past experiences, but being able to communicate with love. And that's how that interaction would be beneficial for both sides. So that's what we're talking about. And those boundaries that are healthy boundaries, that you base it on those with those people that you know, like close family, that you love them, but at the same time, it's you need to have those boundaries so they won't kind of come to your space, and then you become unhealthy physically because of that. So it's a lot of like dancing around, but when you do it with like from that space of love, from that space of understanding that we're all here to be together in a loving way, and those people who are not in that space, uh, then they will kind of, with your energy, when it's positive, those negative energy people won't come to your space anymore. I have had experience that, and it's amazing how when you change your energy, everybody around you, those are the people who will come to you, are those with the energy that you have.
It's so true, because you attract people that you want to attract with. And another thing, that how our emotion is so connected to our health. I like to refer to a book by Louise Hay, You Can Heal Your Life. So basically, she has even like a dictionary of, let's say you have a cold, you cut your finger or something, and the emotion that goes with it, and then the positive affirmations for that. So every symptom, from a headache, from a backache, a cold, a flu, they're all emotion. The root of everything is emotion. And that's where I really want to bring that out, to know that it's not that they're sick, it's not that they're cold, it's not that they can catch something. If you're being, you're with the light, whatever that higher power is for you, and you connect with that and just be in your presence. And I'm not saying don't do the stuff. I mean, yes, take your nutrition, dense food and supplement. That's on another level, but it's body, mind, and spirit in all combination comes together, but not to be away from people. I mean, that actually literally lowers your immune system, so we can all come together. And that was the whole point of this talk today, to really have that relationship and come together. Any input from anyone in the audience that want to share, say something about this?
Yes, because I spent so many hours studying medicine, and you see all the books on all kinds of fields. My home is an office and a library, which also happens to have a bed and some place to store clothes. Okay. I discovered years ago that there was a medication that was used to target herpes. And they say 98% of the population has one or more of the herpes viruses, like shingles that they advertise frequently. Valcyclovir, and I posted this on Haleh's Facebook, I think at least once. Good excuse to go back and review her previous postings. I've taken valcyclovir 500 milligrams for decades. It damages the ability of viruses to replicate. And current studies suggest that the reason AIDS is so destructive and unstoppable is because it has an extremely rapid rate of replication. In the case of COVID, we saw a 35-year-old nurse, perfect health, dealing with very sick patients who catches COVID and it kills her. Why? Her immune system didn't have time to wake up because the patient flooded her with these pathogens, things that basically try to eat us. Your
Right.
positive thinking is not going to save you if your house catches fire and you don't get your backside out the door in time.
Great
So
point.
I
Yes.
think so my point is not to take away from the importance of having peace and love in your life, which quite frankly makes life worth living, but that's one of the legs on the stool.
Yes, exactly.
And
You're talking about self-care.
well,
So
yes, and
which is
basically I had two
essential.
bouts of COVID that were nothing more than an inconvenience because you test positive, you're not supposed to go around other people.
Right.
Know enough
Right.
about medicine that I agreed fully when doctors started saying the masks don't stop viruses. You need the kind that have those filters that screw on that you can't have a beard because the air will be okay.
Thank you.
So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
works beautifully. It stops pretty. Now I go get the vaccines and I studied them. I don't trust Moderna, so I go with the Pfizer. Johnson and Johnson had some other issues. It's all out there. You can study anything
Yeah.
you want to know, but you've got to put the time and trouble.
Exactly.
Just like budgeting some time to learn things from Haleh that we can share with other people who
Thank
don't
you.
invest the time.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
And also
much.
with Coach Elle as well. She's got such a expertise, and she's
Well, I
laser
care about
point.
people, so it's a matter of studying, and I
Yeah. I mean,
understand
one,
marketing. So if I make just an opinion without even doing a comment on one of Holly's posts, she gets points on Facebook, and then they expose her content to more people. So if we take the time and trouble to just like and maybe make a short comment, we spread the good news, Ellie. right?
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
for
you.
sure.
Thank you for allowing me to share.
Thank
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, you're talking about self-care, which we all, it's part of uh, being healthy and happy emotionally and physically. One example I can share with you guys, I had a client that came to me and she wakes up in the morning and she had one of the side of her face was swollen. And then she goes to the dentist. She thought maybe she had something wrong with one of her teeth. So but there's nothing wrong. But and the doctor told her that it's TMJ. So you're grinding your teeth. So then she called me and I said, okay, let's process this together and see what's going on here. So after the second time we met, she realized that there are some communication gaps between her and the husband, that there's something that she wanted to talk about and she did not. And so we processed it, and it was interesting to see the next day she didn't have any more pain in that area. So it took her a couple of days to get to this space, but after speaking to her husband and actually from her heart and being able to communicate what it was in her heart, it was just amazing how her body reacted positive to that. And it's, so you're right, Haleh. You have to ask ourselves this question. If I have a headache or is this part of my body, what is going on? What has happened? Ask ourselves that question. Be friends with our bodies.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for sharing that. I hadn't heard that story and it's interesting. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
And Mastermind Brother Stan Anderson, do you have anything to say about on this topic?
Questions?
Yeah, please forgive me. Hi, Coach Elle. Please forgive me for being off camera right now. I just have my background is not exactly the way it needs to be. But yeah, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you guys so much for having this discussion, for having this this raising of awareness and helping us to tune in to what we really can do for ourselves, because that's really what it's all about. And I think this is so great. I know it's young and it's new and it takes just, sticking with it. But I will just want to encourage you. It's going to grow. It's going to grow, and it definitely is a needed service, and I'm going to do my best to participate as often as I can, and to do as
Thank,
um, our brother suggested, and like and share as much as possible. So thank you so much, and I'm looking
thank you.
forward to you.
Thank you so
Live.
much
It's
for
really coming. Yeah.
supporting. I'm grateful for you. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot that you're here. Although I just saw your comment in the chat, I really appreciate it that you took the time to support this. Thank you. And the same for you, Chuck. I'm really grateful and thankful that you took the time to support this as we are starting with this. Friday's Live is our fourth one. And my goal is, as you all know, to impact billions of lives. And I guess it starts from a little and it'll shoot up, right?
Yeah, so if you guys have any questions, you can either reach out to Haleh or reach out to me. Be happy to talk about those subjects that you're dear to your heart in our Friday afternoon talk. So wish you all the best weekend and hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much. And have a joyous and miraculous day every day. Oh,
Thank
you
you.
just came in
Thank
as
you
we
so
were
much, Coach
closing.
Al. Thank you so much, Elle. Thank you, Mastermind.
Thank you. Thank you, Stan.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Pamela is here.
Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little bit late. I just was talking to a client.
That's okay. So
Yeah, we were just about rounding up. It was about Elle, do you want to go ahead and
yeah, we were just talking about how your relationships actually with yourself and other people around you has uh, effect on your health, and how you can distinguish between that, how you self-care is important, and being with people who have the positive energy. And even if they don't have the positive energy, but by putting healthy boundaries, you can have relationships and be healthy.
Okay, sis. Yes, I do. Ooh, please forgive me. Please forgive me.
It's all right. It's all
So
right. Thank you.
if
So
you have any questions, Pamela, be happy to.
No, I agree with everything that you're saying. This is my first time here, so I'm happy to be here. And to thank you, Chuck. I think you were sending me a reposting so that I would hop on. I appreciate that.
oh, thank
And
you. Yes, I just saw it, Chuck. Thank you. Yes.
and now, is it Haleh? How do you pronounce your name?
Yes.
Haleh?
Haleh, like hallelujah. Haleh.
Hallelujah. Okay. I'll just call you Hallelujah. I love that.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm here on the west coast of Canada, on Vancouver Island, and I am a certified body code and emotion code practitioner. I also have another company. It's a virtual global hub for holistic practitioners called The Healing Institute. And I called it an institute because I'm really passionate about educating people about how to be well and how to stay well on their health journey. So very
Beautiful.
and Haleh and I have been hanging out at the Grand Connection as well. Keep seeing you there, so that's always good too.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. So I wanted to also have a little introduction about Coach Elle. You wanted to just tell briefly what you do to, how do you say, is it Pamelia?
Pamelia, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
right.
good
You got it.
name, Pamelia. Okay. You want to just give an introduction so she'll be more familiar also? Yes.
Yeah, sure. I'm a life and relationship coach. I help my clients to, first of all, have that foundation relationship with themselves, and then relationships with their life partner, their family, their, around whoever is around them, that to have that loving interaction.
So I just met a young gentleman, I think he's in Europe, and he is looking to speak. He's looking to develop his own life coaching business, but he's brand new. Would that be a good introduction for you you have a chat with him? He's
Yeah,
looking
sure.
to talk to life coaches.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, thank you for that introduction. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you.
Okay.
So
And so I know because Coach Elle has another podcast to attend to, and this is usually, as we said, the maximum to be 50 minutes. We're on the 18th minutes, but we did want to honor because you're here. And again, my apologies for the wrong link last time. I know because Chuck and also our brother Mastermind Stan as well. I was in my own Zoom, but I forgot the registration link. It's all new to me, so I'm like a work in progress. And I was about to make the same mistake.
Did you have time? Did you have fun with yourself in your own Zoom link?
I'm like, we were together with Coach
Where
Elle.
is everybody?
yeah, we talked, we talked about how the relationship and health, last time too, in a different aspect of it. But then she told me, oh, I did not. It's not on, I guess, in a different Zoom that we were in, but that's
Yeah,
okay.
it's got its challenges. The second time I forgot to record it, and then this time I was about to go into the other link, and thanks to Coach Elle, she goes, wait, you're giving that. I'm like, oh my God, you're right. So I got it now. After the third time, I'm good.
Yes,
So
it's all a learning experience. I'm doing
yeah,
podcasts on LinkedIn Live, and let me tell you, that was a steep learning curve.
Oh my God,
yes.
what is your podcast about?
It's called Heal the World Show, and it's Friday morning Pacific time at 9 a.m. So you're welcome to pop on and have a look. And yeah, so I interview what I call a guest co-host every round something around, obviously around health and I have themes. So this month is Motivational March, Spring Forward, because we're we're going forward into spring. And today, my guest, you can go on my LinkedIn profile and find it under events. She's just the most amazing young woman, and her name is Kara Jean Wilson, and we had so much fun. It was like the 30 minutes just went by so fast, but she was talking about positivity.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yes,
this month is the theme around motivation, and then April I'm doing health something, because there's actual World Health Day, I think. Chuck, do you know? Is it April the
I don't
11th
know
or
the
April the
I don't
7th?
know the exact date.
Yeah.
there is one,
There's World Health Day. There's World Breath Day, because one of my practitioners is a breathing facilitator. So we're going to have World Health Month.
Wow. Then Haleh would be a good
thank you. Yes, I will
speaker
look at
for you.
health span. I
Your
was calling
podcast.
myself a health span accountability partner. I'm just coming up with that name.
Yeah.
Now,
But
here
I would
may,
love to check it out, and I would love to see your previous podcast as well. So I will definitely look at that, Pamelia. Thank you.
Thank
here's
you.
a
Yeah.
here's a factor for all of you. In market analysis, one of the things they discovered is that if you tell people what you do, many times they look at it as bragging. And people just don't take it in. But two people sitting at a table talking to perfect strangers, if they introduce each other, say Coach Elle might talk about the mentoring, the counseling, even discussing male underperformance. I'd get embarrassed if I went more deeply down that path. And at the same time, some of the supplements that I've noticed Haleh recommends might assist in that same area. Good health is necessary to make the machine behave. So where you recommend, find things that are slightly different about how you serve people, and then recommend each other. If you see someone recommend you, don't wait for them to send you a feel guilty email. Immediately respond and encourage them to continue to recommend you. You know, if
Yeah.
you believe in what you do, like I believe in what Haleh does, because I've taken the time to look at her posts, and we've even traded a few emails for things that may not have been appropriate to share to the public.
We're live on Facebook too right now. Yes, thank you.
Yes, I'm well aware of that.
Be careful what you say, Chuck.
Right. So since we're on the introduction, I would love to have my mastermind brother Stan introduce his platform, because it's very empowering and it has
Yes,
a
yes.
huge impact on my life. Since we're on that topic, I would love brother Stan to share about your platform.
Surely, let me just go off the camera for a moment, and that way you can just see the logo again, because it kind of helps me introduce that. So the name of our organization is Motivation Readers Mastermind Network, and that's a long tongue twister of a name. But basically, what we are all about, our mission is to encourage, inspire, and empower millions of people around the world to believe in and develop their unlimited potential, and to courageously pursue their cherished dreams. And the primary way we do this is we read the best motivational and inspirational books, the ones that really tell us about who we are and what we're really capable of achieving, what we really are, and what we really can tap into and find in ourselves and bring out of ourselves. So um, Tuesday through Saturday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're reading the book that we're reading for that period. And when we read a book, and we're only reading it to you for about 15 minutes, people are falling in love. Haleh is one of them, and she's such a beautiful person. And so many are calling in from around the country and just listening as one of our readers. We call ourselves Mastermind. is reading to you live for 15 minutes. You don't necessarily have to have the book. Then after that 15-minute period, we open it up to discuss what we just read and how we can implement that to help us reach our goals in life. And it's really a beautiful platform. We've been doing it for quite a while now. It's been around. We're not brand new. So we've been doing it for 8 years, Haleh, and we're still growing and still have a lot to do, but we've got a dedicated group of people from all walks of life that are on our calls and are using what we read to really improve their lives and to be of greater service to others. So we're reading the book right now, and we read the classics. We read good new books also, but especially the tried and true classics. We're reading right now Dr. Maxwell Maltz Psycho Cybernetics, and it is an incredible book. We've read Think and Grow Rich a couple of times. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. We just completed reading the 12-week year. We just read the great books, and we do our best to really implement them in our lives. So that's what we're doing on Wednesday night. We try to have guest speakers on our program on Wednesday night called it's at 8 p.m. Wednesday nights, called the Open Mind. And that's when we have individuals that we believe represent some of the principles that we actually have been reading about. And Coach Elle and Mastermind Haleh are going to be our guest speakers this Wednesday night at 8 p.m. on the Open Mind. So thank you for that long introduction. I appreciate you guys.
Thank you. Thank you for
Stan.
saying. I get up at 5 a.m. Pacific time to be there. I am guilty. I'm
Oh, I
there
was just
all
going to
the
ask what
time.
time zone, because I'm in Pacific time too.
Yeah,
Wow,
it takes
you
5
are too.
a.m.
Wow,
Yes.
Pamela. Okay,
5
so I
a.m.
understand. Oh,
5
Be
a.m.
in bed and they're
Look at
reading
you.
to you. You can just listen at least. Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
get up.
yeah.
It's worth it.
And when we
I'm
read a
sorry,
book,
I
we
need to
read
hop
it
off
to
at 2:30
Yes.
because I didn't realize how long this was, and also I have another meeting at 2:30. But lovely to meet everybody. I've saved the chat, so I will get in touch with you. I'd love to have a chat with Coach Al. More time to talk about Haleh, hallelujah, and talk to you.
Thank
Okay.
you, Pamelia.
Nice to
Thank
meet you,
you.
Pamela.
This
All
is
right.
very
Thank you, guys.
important. Yes, thank you. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Nice to meet you too, Chuck. Nice to meet you.
Okay. So on that note, yeah, it's so hard to keep it in that limit. We said like 10, maximum 15 minutes, but we are having a master class that's coming up on March 8th, which is longer, so we'll have more time. Yes, and it's every Friday, so we'll get more time. But thank you again, Chuck. And if you want to join us on the Open Mind, which is happening Wednesday night at 5 p.m. Pacific time and 8 Eastern. Right? Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for showing up. I really appreciate that. And have a wonderful weekend.
Yes, likewise. And I'm going to stop the recording now. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Send the link for the 5 o'clock. I believe I do have an open time on the calendar there.
Oh, Mastermind Stan, do you have the link handy?
You know something? I'm unprepared to send that link right now.
Okay.
Can either of you get it to Chuck after the call?
Yes,
Can we do
I can actually do it really quick.
Okay.
Right now, it should be in my calendar link. If you give me 1 second, I will grab that link for you.
While you're doing that, I'll mention something about Zoom in the chat.
Okay.
It butchers messages. So I saved the chat in a meeting where, maybe there's 9 pages of it. And then I find off it's truncated many of the messages, cutting off the contact information and just leaving the unneeded verbiage. So
Oh,
if you want to save something out of the chat, you've almost got to cut and paste it into a Word document because you can't trust Zoom.
oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you have to.
That's okay. Thank you. I think that there's another program also that saves like the chat and
Yes, there is one.
right?
I was looking into it, but I forgot to get it. So yeah, there's another program that it just automatically does that.
Yes, it tells you, in fact, that it's doing it. There's a kind of a warning message. It's just like only the person who's the host can authorize recording. And then there's a notification where everyone has to acknowledge that the meeting's being recorded. So yeah,
Right.
there is an AI tool that tries to save the chat. Now, since I haven't used it, I don't know if it saves the chat more effectively by scanning it real time. It's just like when you put in symbols, like a lot of people put in a heart, it turns that into garbage.
Yeah, I've noticed
Mm.
something like that because I put hard. I say it does really interesting. Okay.
So if something resonates, you actually need to go ahead and paste it into a Word document.
I click on the link sometimes and I have it open, and so then I can look
Yep.
at it. It'll be open on my
Yep.
link.
You can do that.
Yes.
And whatever your preferred browser is, it will open it there
Okay.
and
I
keep it
got
open. And if you use if you're less than full screen and you use the minimize, now that's funny. I just tried to copy. It's all highlighted in blue. And the only thing that it actually put into the Word document is the word "the open mind," and it did not save any of the rest of it. So now I'll see if I can
Wow.
take the next section of it.
Huh,
Okay.
So you can't cut and paste from it consistently even.
interesting.
Yeah, I haven't actually had that challenge on my end,
Yeah, I'm just
but
watching it real time. Right now I'm having this
yeah,
problem with it
yeah, in
because I'm
real
trying
time.
to save this link because I can't trust save the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But do
I'm
you
in
have it now? Do you have it now? You got the links? I put the
yeah, I got that, but I had
meeting
to do it
and
in 3 steps.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm
Which,
gonna have to figure that one out
yeah,
too.
the
See,
people at Zoom should be
let's
deeply
find out about
ashamed about the quality of their software.
that. Yeah. Yeah.
I got it.
Oh, there's a
Well, thank
whole
you.
long thing. Somebody put motivation. Oh, Haleh put in
Yeah,
something
I
else.
just put
Yeah, how I put that.
I put the
That's the
one.
full. That one has the full link. Actually, that one because I didn't put the link. I just put the just really a blurb.
I got the one
Uh,
that ends in 09 first, but now there's
right. That's
something.
the link. That's the actual link.
Yeah, that's
Chuck.
the important.
Mhm.
Okay. Then there's motivation readers that's in there. Okay, that's yours, right, Stan?
Yes, that's my. And as a matter of fact, what Haleh sent that ends in the '09 is the link to what I'm referring to. That's our meetings on Tuesday through Friday through Saturday, as well as the meeting this Wednesday night that Coach Elle and Haleh are going to be actually our guest speakers on the Open Mind.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay.
We'll see you Wednesday, everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
Okay.
yes,
I'll
we'll
put
see you
my
again on
I'll
Wednesday.
put my email in the chat, and I suggest that you do copy it, as we can't trust,
Okay.
Okay.
so that you have it, Stan. Haleh already has my
Yeah.
Yeah.
email.
So you guys
Yeah.
can
I
I
can.
have
stay in
hers.
touch.
But this way
Yeah. I
you
can
will
click
have
on
it,
those three
Stan.
dots and save it. I got it. Thank you, Chuck.
Yeah, I do a lot of free mentoring, but I get very, very technical. You see the bookshelves behind, which
Mm-hmm.
almost no one who consults with business, they talk about business methods, term sheets, cap tables, and they don't have any understanding of the technology nor the related evolving markets.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
The
he
thing
can
that
get
made
deep. Chuck can get deep, yes.
quick
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
example,
Yeah.
General Motors
Okay.
failed miserably at electric cars. They even made a movie out of it, ridiculing them. He killed the electric car.
Wow.
Musk comes along and says it's an ego buy. Car looks like a whale and it doesn't go as fast as a 95 Pontiac. So he targets the people who buy a $30,000 Rolex watch. And he
Wow.
succeeds in bringing electric cars to market.
Ain't that something?
That's the
Yeah.
problem. That's why 99% of our startups fail. Because the advisors aren't able to give the badly needed advice.
Okay.
And they got their MBAs or their law degrees or their CPAs. And that isn't what keeps business surviving, is it, Haleh?
Mm-mm.
If I start, we're gonna get into another deep
It's
conversation because
Well, as you and Ellie said earlier when we first joined, it's the heart.
right.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it's
I-
exactly, you're right on,
That's
yes.
that's a wrap, or we're gonna be sitting doing this
Thank
over
you.
Yeah,
dinner.
we can get deep, 'cause we got people, and yeah, our brother Stan, you can get extremely deep with them too, so we can sit here
Well,
and we love to talk and we can go
I
on
can see.
and
I
on.
can see. I can see.
he's got the
That's it.
email. I don't chase people.
I got
I
it,
let
sir.
them chase me.
Yeah, thank you. And
I got it.
prior to that, we were
Just
talking
in
about this, so let me share this
SVCB
really
growth.
quickly. So this
Nope.
is the one, I got a green screen, can you see it? It's MCT oil.
Yeah.
So this is the good quality one to add to your coffee a little bit. It's really good for the brain, for people who even want to curb their, not curb, but it helps with your body weight. I could put it that way. To that helps with that also as well, but it's really good for the brain to add this to your, down the line, if you don't want to get Alzheimer's or stuff like that. This is really important to add in your coffee or tea or whatever, add it in your day.
MCT. Okay, great.
There's quality. There's
Nice.
a lot out there. No, they're not all, but and I don't sponsor this at all. So this is one of the ones I like. Maybe I should actually, but no, I don't. I know. I'm like
Put it
giving.
on the chat.
I know. I always like giving stuff that's not part of my thing, and I'm like, I can't sponsor everything, but there's stuff that I take that it's not
That
that
you
I
take
not
that you
like.
really, yeah, that you like. And that's sometimes that's a better endorsement. They might not pay you, but it can, it might.
Right.
Beautiful.
So guys, I have to go. So
Yes, I know. Oh my God.
Thank
Okay,
you.
we're up. Love
Thank
to
you.
all. Love to all.
next
Thank
time
you.
and next Friday and stand this Wednesday.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's Wednesday.
Bye.
That's
You're
right.
all
Thank you
set.
so
Take
much.
care now.
Thank you for coming.
Thank
All right.
you. Thank you,
Our pleasure.
everyone.
Bye.
My pleasure.
Bye.
It was
My
Bye.
pleasure. Take care,
enjoyable.
ladies.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you get everything that from, yeah.